Ever seen a dragon? A real live one? Closest I've got has been those marvellous Asian street parades, like the Chinese New Year. Well, sadly, perhaps, there aren't any dragons in nature. If there are, we've not found them. There are animals that are called dragons, like dragon lizards. There are some that look like dragons, like this little chap that you can find even on Australian gum trees. And it looks for all the world like one of those marvellous ornamental dragon suits. It's full of colour, green and yellow particularly, and although dragons could spit fire, this one can't, but it can give you a fiery sensation. In fact, if I poke it with this stick, you'll see that it does some interesting things. I prod it, and out of those turrets on it come these wonderful sharp yellow spines, like little sea anemones opening up, 4 at the head and 4 at the back. And those will produce a fiery sensation because they're actually little poison barbs. They've got a gland inside them, they're hollow, and as they come rushing out there, they can give you a spite. So if you're a bird which is unwise enough to eat one of these things, or try to eat it, you'll suddenly get zapped for your trouble. And as you let it alone, it'll retract them back into the housing inside each of those turrets. Another poke, and out they come again. So it's very well protected. It's camouflaged, which is one protection, but if you disturb it, break through its camouflage, it'll zap you with the poison spines. Well, it's the larva of the cup moth caterpillar, and it gets that name because that glorious specimen turns into this as a cocoon. A very drab-looking globe, which sits in the gum tree, and that's pretty well camouflaged too, because as the gum nuts turn brown, you can see it looks rather like one. And if you inspect one end of this, there we are, it's the end pointing towards you, you can just see perhaps a little circle on the end. It's a light-coloured circle. When the moth's finished its development in there, it'll pop that cap off very neatly so that you get this result. It's a cocoon with a very neat hole at the end, rather like a boiled egg that you've had for breakfast with the top knocked off. And out comes this rather drab little grey and brown moth, the cup moth. Flies around, having emerged from the cup, eventually lays eggs, and in due course they hatch into this wonderful little sort of dragon-like beastie, the larva, or caterpillar, of the cup moth.